to go for the jugular. Come on, baby. Let's get that miracle comeback. Okay, I mean, this is a little crazy. And this is why. This is exactly why. Oh my god. Is that mate? Welcome back to Road to 2000. We are currently 1858. In the last episode, I beat the highest rated opponent I've ever beaten online in my entire life. Very exciting. Today we're jumping into another game, and I'm going to commentate this one live. Okay, opponent is Coco LeBoy, rated 1830. Let's begin. My strategy in today's video is going to be to not commentate as I'm thinking, but play the move and then explain it in the hopes that I can chop the video up and keep it fairly short and condensed for you guys. So I forgot to play Smith Mora. So I have to play normal Sicilian Defense. Smith Mora would have been, after e4, the immediate d4. But this is primarily what I used to play as white, so these are all moves, I think. I think this is actually the main move. We have some threats here. Knight c3, continue developing. Also, this is my first game in 2 weeks, so I haven't played since that last, or my first rapid game in 2 weeks, so definitely gonna be maybe a little rusty. We'll see. Okay, this is the only safe square. And we can also jump here at some point, although I just realized this is probably a little annoying. Okay, bishop c4. I feel like everything here with the knights is just too awkward, and I need to try to just trade the pieces off here. Also, let me know, guys, if you have any other ideas down in the comments. Put a timestamp and say, like, hey, why didn't you do this at this time? Or, oh, I think this would have been better. I think for this game, too, I won't do a full analysis. I'll try to, like, review the analysis right after the game on my own time and then give you guys just, like, a couple key highlights. We'll see how that goes. Okay, I'll give a quick explanation of my game plan. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, I think probably we just take right away. We do have to watch out for the fork. Okay, I burned a lot of time on this move, but let's go bishop d5. I considered some sacrifice ideas. I couldn't go knight sacrifice here because it would have dropped the bishop. My idea with this is if they recapture, I could take with pawn or probably would take with queen. I have some pressure this way. If they fork me, they can't really fork me right away because I take with check. Actually, sorry, if they take this way, yeah, either way is fine. I would have gotten a tempo on the knight, so I would have been okay. The reason I don't want to take is because this pawn gets here and they actually control a lot of central squares and my knights would be very uncomfortable. I'd have to drop back here and then there wouldn't really be a clear path for development. Okay, I'm going to take bishop takes c6 with the idea of knight d5 because I need to get out of this fork and there's just like not really a good way to do that. So now knight d5 and yeah, we kind of just keep a clamp on this square. If they ever push, oh no, I just blundered. I thought I was going to have this square for the knight. Oh, well, no, okay, I do cover this though, but they can remove the defender. But I can take with queen, rook is saying, okay, I think we got lucky. Apparently this variation is called Sicilian Defense, open, comma, Lowenthal, comma, Kalashnikov variation. Isn't Kalashnikov like a gun or something? Interesting name. Okay, we have bishop d7. Okay, let's castle. So I was looking at knight here to try and win this pawn. I think I need to castle first or play bishop d2 first because there's like some sneaky queen a5 checks that might prevent that idea from working. but maybe now it works. I'm getting a little low on the clock, so I'm going to go for it. Knight b4. Hitting the rook, hitting the pawn. If the rook comes here, we have bishop e3, kicking the rook away. So I do think we can win this pawn. Black is still very underdeveloped here. I don't know why they played h6. Okay, we take on a6, and we're just up a pawn. Okay, I'm going to go queen d3 here, defending the pawn that they just attacked, also adding pressure to the b4 pawn. They can't push because we can take. And this fits in with what I say on the channel, which is doing our chores. So we still need to complete the development. We need to get the queen developed, the rooks, the bishop into the game. This is a little risky by me because I'm taking a little bit of time to kind of put my knights on the rim, which is not ideal. But and I may have lost the knight. Wow. Wow. So yeah, maybe I needed bishop d2 first. Although, okay, if we go back, take almost trapping queen, and they have to go here. Actually, that's not true. They can slide out. Okay, let's go f4. I think we have to go full send. This is very risky, opening myself up to checks. But I think if we can maybe open up the file here or something, like we're down a piece here. So we are probably going to lose this game. And I think we need to fight for some complications, some counterplay. Okay, let's take. They can't push because their queen would be hanging. Let's start with c3. I'm just kind of worried about like this push trapping the knight. Like right now they can't do it because the queen, because of this pin, but there might be some complications. So I just want to kind of make sure. I was also considering bishop e3 there, which was probably a better move, but this is just a little bit of added safety because this also gives me a flight square with the knight. Okay, we have bishop c5 check, which I suppose enables them to castle. So yeah, I mean, maybe I should have played bishop e3, just preventing this tempo. I'm going to go king h1. Actually, I take it back because this is pretty scary. Yeah, let's trade the bishops. Let's go bishop e3. This is not what I want here because I want the position to be complicated, and this allows them to kind of simplify a little bit. But I just have to because if I go to the corner, I think knight g4 with some forking threats is just like too strong. So not looking great for us at the moment, but we're gonna make them earn it, you know. Okay, bishop takes e3, queen takes e3. Okay, black finally castles, which I agree with. It's a good move. Let's go bishop knight c2. The plan to maybe come to b4. I just need to mobilize this knight somehow and get it back in the game. Okay, I need to watch out also that they can maybe at some point get a trade. Not right now because that'd be undefended, but yeah, I probably want to get my king off this diagonal. All right, I'm smiling because I think this sacrifice works. Or it gives us a pretty strong attack, and then we go rook over and like rook lift and have some threats. I could also go knight b4, but after knight b4, queen b7. I think this is stronger. Let's go rook takes f6. Come on, baby. Let's get that miracle comeback. Queen takes h6. They take here. I forgot that the knight would be hanging, but my plan is rook lift here. Can I ignore? We do have knight b4 as well. I can maybe ignore. Rook e1. Rook e3. How did they stop this idea? So rook e1 takes maybe rook c6, and then after here they have push. Okay, that might be their way out. So maybe I need to save the knight first. The problem with here is they get a check as well. It might not really be a problem though, but... No, wait, I don't think that plan works. So if here and then take and then here, rook c6 doesn't work. We just go rook h6 immediately. We have mate. That's just unstoppable. Okay, if here... They also can maybe take here with back rank threats, but... Alright, let's be bold. Let's be bold, guys. So I think this... I mean, I don't know if this works or not. Knight b4 was maybe the safer option, but I think this leads to mate. And the thing is, like, the queen defends this square. So it's very hard for black to prevent this plan. And the doubled pawns here really lock in the king. So even if the rook moves, like, it's just very hard for them to untangle, which is why I went for the sacrifice. And now we have rook e3. Pray I didn't miss anything. They can pin me. I can go to the corner, and then I need to make sure I don't get back rank mated. So they might get like a tempo or something at a crucial moment, but I mean, there's a chance here, guys. There's a chance. We really need to get to the H file because they can block the G file with the bishop, but they just can't do anything over here. But okay, they have bishop f5. Well, but maybe if bishop f5, then maybe rook g3 check, bishop steps back, and then rook h3. Okay, they went all the way there immediately. I mean, aren't you just getting mated? Aren't you just getting mated? This is insane. What an insane comeback. I think we got it, guys. Yeah, and if they check, I just go to the corner. I think we got the win, guys. Let's see. Oh, man. We're down 7 points of material. That's why you never give up, guys. I mean, I just finished making the episode 50 of this series where I did like a long reflection. And that was one of the core themes, was never give up, and to really embody that spirit. And this is why. This is exactly why. Man. Wow. Incredible. I had no business winning this game. No business. But it was all about this sacrifice right here, because I'd realized that this was just going to be super awkward. Their queen was going to be completely shut out, and that we would have the rook lift idea. Wow. And they resign. And they resign. Let's go. That was insane. Oh my God. What an insane comeback. Wow. That is why you never give up, guys. All right, I'm gonna do a review, I think off camera, and then I'll try to summarize for you guys. So I'll come back in a little bit. All right, you guys ready for the analysis of this game? First of all, drop a like if you enjoyed that game. I think that was one of my best yet. So there's a couple of key moments here. So I'll just flip through the moves so you guys can kind of see like what were book moves and whatnot. So yeah, wow, I didn't realize that was a book move. Okay. Apparently in this position, my move was a blunder and you're supposed to instead go knight c4. And I did consider this, and I can maybe come here and then jump in. So I guess it's better than I realized. It just felt like I was moving the knight a lot, and you maybe get hit here. But yeah, I guess, okay, for the future, I'll keep that in mind. And the problem is, so actually, yeah, these were a lot of the best moves. Still a lot of the best moves. I felt like this was very inefficient by black. Like it just didn't seem necessary. This is like a worse diagonal. Yeah, like why not just develop? It didn't make sense to me. Computer found queen h4, adding pressure here and just kind of adding pressure to the king since I don't have a knight to come kick it away. Castled. Play continues, and I overlooked that my knight could get trapped here, so they could have immediately played queen a5, trapping. And that's why, I mean, I said during the game, like maybe I need to play bishop d2, which, yeah, that needed to happen first. And actually, yeah, queen d3 just makes more sense here at first because just continuing development, yeah, they can push, but we can just jump back to the center. So blunder by me. They capitalize. But here we make like the core decision to go for the jugular, which is almost always the right decision if you're losing the game. And this is the first decision, I think, that helped me win this game. Opponent takes, we take, they recapture. I go pawn here. Now, even already at this point, I was looking at maybe some rook sacrifices, but the problem is that the queen defends. So just keep that in mind as we continue the next few moves. So computer agrees here that bishop e3 was the best. My move was also good, so solid. Opponent checks. We take, or we block and then allow the trade. Opponent castles. Now here, like if we look at our position, the knight is poorly placed. The rook is pretty well placed. This rook is not doing anything yet. So yeah, it feels like we need to get this knight back in the game. So yeah, knight c2. Yeah, rook d1 is also good, just adding pressure on here so the knight is kind of pinned down. Bishop moves. Now, do you guys remember what move I played here in the game? This is the moment for the brilliance. So you got to go for the exchange here, sacking the exchange, rook for knight. And the reason is that the bishop just intercepted the control of the knight. So prior to this, it wouldn't make sense to take here. They just recapture. But now that they block, we recapture, and these doubled pawns with the queen infiltrating, I've just seen this tactic or like seen this construction many times. And like, this is just, you're getting suffocated over here as black. It's just very hard to untangle. It takes too many moves. You have to like move this pawn and then move that pawn. Meanwhile, like we're just coming to get you. But according to the engine, I am actually still losing. And there is a way for black to get out of this position. So they take the pawn. I go rook e1, which I think is objectively the best move from a human standpoint in terms of winning chances in this position. And also just kind of a brilliant move. I mean, we're giving up the knight. We could have gone, let's see, I forgot to analyze knight before. The problem is, yeah, they get a check. You go to the corner. Queen comes in, is pretty active, and all of a sudden now you can't really do rook lift because the queen controls too many squares. So yeah, I think we made the right decision going rook e1, relying on our instinct that this would work based on what we had calculated that far. They took the knight. We have rook e3, and still, according to the engine, black has a way out of this. So why don't you guys try and pause, or feel free to pause and try to find their solution. Because, yeah, I'll give you a hint. I'll show you their move in a second. But yeah, see if you can find it at first. So black's move is knight to d8. which I still felt like they were getting mated here. So now try to find again, like why does this work for white? Or sorry, why does this work for black? So I realized the reason is we have back rank issues. So if we go rook h3 right away, black can throw in this check. And actually I didn't calculate, or I didn't analyze this. If you go to the corner, then you're getting mated. So you can't do that. So you have to go king f1 if you're trying to stay alive. And then let's see what happens. Wow, you have to, they give up the rook for the queen check. Okay, I mean, this is a little crazy. I don't know that a normal player would, oh wow, and then you have, oh my God. Is that mate? Oh, it's not mate, okay. And then like rook over probably. Oh my God, okay, queen here, they want you to take. This is an insane line. And then check. And then I guess basically, yeah, you're getting mated here. I think they have a dovetail mate here. Crazy line. So yeah, I guess technically we're still losing, but in reality, I mean, it's very hard to see this idea. And you know, maybe they still wouldn't have finished it out even if they found that move, but we just had rook h3, game over. So that's it, guys. That is why you never give up. And that's why we kept looking for those glimmers of opportunity, right? So we go back. It all started with f4, okay? You have to go for the jugular. You have to start trying to open things up, try to get to the king. Like that's almost always the best thing when you're down in the position. And then be on the lookout for ways to make their king less safe. So here, I was already thinking like, man, I really want to sack on this knight. I really want to get in here, but it just doesn't work. And then they gave me the moment. And we go for it. And our attack was just unstoppable. They were up 7 points of material, but it didn't matter. And we got the win. And we're on our way to 2,000. I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much.